Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to live pre-market analysis for November the 18th. Whoa, whoa, wow. Let's hope that the volume mystery over the last couple of days is not there. I'm using my old my old mic. So, but again, folks, I went back, and for Monday and Tuesday, the broadcasts that we have, right, they are recorded on YouTube. I listened to them. Yeah. Yes. Yesterday, for instance, there was a difference between when we first started and the mic, but the beginning of it, the sound actually was better because there was some noise that's for whatever reason the other mic. That's why I opted for an improved mic. I thought, but it was capturing some type of noise, some background noise. So hopefully, we put that aside for now. I will need to figure out why some of you are having that, because for me, I replay those two Monday and Tuesday on my phone, and I can hear it just fine. So, and others have said similar things. All right. Well, welcome to Wild Wednesday. Today is November the 18th. I see in the chat, Golden Sachs. Good morning to you. Hopefully, the sound could, if you could give me a check on the sound so that I don't have to come back to it again. Good morning, Mr. Lawal. Uh, yeah, guys, again, I cannot reproduce that. The first mic, trust me, I could hear it just fine. I could hear it just fine on both Mondays and Tuesdays. So I don't know what's the mystery of doing that. And some people were saying that. Okay, excellent. All right. So what do we have in store for you in this stock markets technical analysis daily show? We are going to take a look at SPY. Yesterday we did we haven't done it in a while, but we did a market recap yesterday. um, uh, and so hopefully you got that. So here is SPY. Where did we end up yesterday? We ended up yesterday at 360, and as we were saying last night, I mean, SPY really the last couple of days, to make money on it, you will have had to take a trade on Friday and to get that gap in the morning on Monday, because intraday on Monday or intraday on Tuesday, there wasn't anything to really write home about. So today it's expiration day for SPY. So we are eagerly waiting the last the last 30, no, the last 90 minutes or the last couple of hours of the trading session. It's a small, tiny gap. I mean, the market's opening flat here, as we are going to be seeing when we go inside of Power E-Trade to look at the indexes and everything. So that's the situation for SPY. How about QQQ? The Qs are opening flat as well. All right, so that's interesting. This is actually rare, right? So typically, this market, how do they call it? I think in some of the headlines, they are saying that, oh, yesterday was a cool down day. Okay, so I'm going to introduce that in my vocabulary arsenal. So yeah, you have to use semantics, folks, to describe which that happening to the market, because yeah. So yesterday was a cool down day. All right, so let's see where the markets will be going here today. So that set aside, so when the situation is like this, right, this is a perfect scenario for us to, as we said, let's for, because we have newcomers, let's show you how you will go about identifying opportunities in a day such like this one. So for that, I'm still, yeah, I'm the proper screen. I just switched Windows, so I am looking at the Finviz platform. What is Finviz? Finviz has a lot of things on there. We have a review of this tool inside of our YouTube channel, which, by the way, hey, if you are catching this show for the first time, maybe you may want to subscribe. We provide educational information for trading, stock and option in general. Maybe sometime soon I'm going to be talking about crypto, because crypto is gaining more and more ground. Recently, we did a video explaining a technique on how to enter a trade, and we use actually a forex pair. Yeah, because the very principle on how to do technical analysis, they're going to be true whatever the commodity, whatever specific market you are trading. So let's say VWAP, EMAs, Bollinger Band are going to be true in Forex. They're going to be true in crypto and of the like. So if you are a day or a swing trader. So definitely that's something, a reason for you to subscribe, if you will, to get that type of knowledge. So this morning here, let's go and take a look. I'm going to start from scratch. So for the first time, if you come in, typically the home will look something like this. But for us, we want to go to this specific section called a screener. Yep. So when you click on it, it looks like this. Doesn't make much sense. So these are filters. Again, the review steps you through what these filters are. So for us on here, well, we would like to filter. We trade options, so we want to trade things that are optionable. And all of a sudden, you see that, hey, the total available stock here is it visible? 7,623 in across all of, at least that's what they have recorded here on this, which is pretty good. I mean, if you go to TradingView, which has another screener, that's another tool for trading. Again, there is a review of TradingView on this YouTube channel. So pay attention to this number, right? As we apply the filters, that will give you some perspective. Optionable, so the number went from 7,600 to 4,300. That's not bad. So in terms of price, let's assume, because as of now you don't have a reason, for me, I don't have a compelling reason to tell you that, hey, I prefer to trade stock that are over, options on stock that are over 20 bucks or 15 bucks. Let's say 15 bucks. Yeah. And so now the number comes down to 29.60. I like to filter on volume here. This is the daily volume of the stock. That's not the pre-market volume. So let's say over 1 million. I'm just using an arbitrary number. Typically, those who have been here with us in the past, this number was like 900 something. Now it's 1,000, over 1,000. That's interesting. So yeah, you can just, out of this, then you can do what? You can put this in auto refresh, 10 seconds, and change. So by the change here, I'm filtering the most bullish or the most bearish ones in each direction, and then this will just auto refresh automatically. The volume that you see here is the pre-market volume. Yeah, let's convince ourselves of that. Yeah, this is the pre-market volume, meaning that Norwegian Cruise, NCLC or CCL, Carnival Corporation, they are having a lot of volume, and this is the current pre-markets where they're trading in pre-market. So this screen here helps you tell you, okay, maybe, oh, we missed one of them. Lows is gapping down bigly. Lows is down minus 6.73%, and with 500,000 shares of volume. I'm not sure, did they have earnings, or I'm not sure what the news is. But in any case, I mean, most of the time, I don't really know news. I just see the press and then I get involved. I kid you not, because that enables me to remove the emotions out of trading. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so Lowe's has earnings, I believe. Yes, so this is out of their earnings. All right, fantastic. So, folks, hence this gives you candidates of stock that you can trade. Now you can asking yourself, hey, Telex, but I don't know how to trade these stocks. I don't know how to trade. Yeah, you are giving me stock, but how do I trade them? I say, fantastic. You have come to the right place, because not only we teach you how to find stock, but we even teach you strategies on how to trade them. Isn't that beautiful? So that's your number 2 reason for you to subscribe to this channel this morning. So before we go about how we trade them, I mean, now you can say, hey, but Telex, these stocks are gapping down. So for you, maybe you are not a big fan of making money when the stock are going down. For us, we know how to make money. Either the stock is going up or stock is going down. Yes. Yeah. So, and actually we prefer, we prefer, if we had the choice, to trade when the stock are going down. I will explain why. So if, let's say, you want to trade the opposite of that, stock that are going up, all I did here is by toggling the change here. So right now in pre-market, Spirit Aerosystem Holdings is up 7% at $36 with 500,000 shares of volume. Fantastic. So if you want to trade that, Fine. A stock of, Lord dear, look at this one. Boeing. Oh my goodness. Taking off 3.1 million shares. And it's only 8:51 a.m. Eastern time, meaning the market has another 40 minutes before the market is open. So imagine, and this thing has just been trending up since I first laid my eyes on it in pre-market about, let's say, well, you don't know when I've been looking at it. So yeah, Boeing is ramping up. So folks, in this type of scenarios, after identifying these stocks, we have a technique how we go about trading them. Here's another stock that I'm not familiar with, but I've been seeing it here, especially this week. Fubo TV. Well, actually, I know their service. I know of their service. I've used their service a little bit. Let's say to catch like the Tour de France and some other sporting events across the pond. So, but I have not traded it. So it would be interesting to see if Fubo has options of the like. So for me, the way that I like to take advantage of this pre-market gap is by trading option on them, and by trading option with one specific technique, which here in this channel we have called the Gangsta Trade. So if you are not familiar with what the Gangsta Trade is, hey, we would like to invite you to our subscription trade system. We will teach you how to take advantage of that. So while we say that, we mark a pause to greet some folks who joined. So we said hello to Goldman Sachs already. Hello, Mr. Lawal. Hello, Mr. Texas Sales. Texas Sales, folks, is the winner of our contest for, what was it, for October? Yeah, it was for October. He happened to already be a subscriber in our room. So, and then this name still get me every single morning, every single time I see it. This is not the first time I have seen that. Skunky Ganja says good morning. So I cannot say the name with a straight face. Yeah. So Mr. Andrew, welcome, welcome. All right, folks. So those who are joining now, you may have missed. What have you missed? We went through SPY and we went through showing you the inside how to use the FinViz screener. Yeah. So we went on the bearish side and we saw some opportunities there. Here they are. What were the lows? Is trending down. Norwegian, a couple of cruise companies are trending down, are gapping down rather. Yeah, with huge volume this morning. And then on the bullish side, by just toggling this change button, we see Boeing, which is a prime candidate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. So if, let's say, can we go into a Discord room, maybe talk about that? Yeah, I can talk about that. Because I posted a trade idea on Boeing, didn't I? Let's go to our Discord and share with you because that's an opportunity for us to showcase to people what happened inside of our Discord. Maybe some of you have not joined our Discord room. So inside of our Discord, we have all of this channel. One of them is Trade Idea. Is that, yeah, inside of Trade Idea. Can we put it here? Yeah, this is something somebody wrote early this morning. What time was it? 4:45 Pacific. No kidding. That's dedication, folks. Yeah. That's dedication. So can we see this? All right. So the view is from what's the view? It is a tool, is a free software tool called TeleTrader. I strongly encourage you to download it on your phone. You can learn about it if you search TeleTrader. There's a nice video on how to use it. It's completely free. It just helps you set up your watch list and do technical analysis. And here you can see the Bollinger Band on here. I mean, they are not as nicely with the fancy styling that I'm using in TradingView, but hey, they will do. So this here is showing the chart of Boeing, BA, and this is the weekly chart. Yeah, so we have a full year on here. So the points on here was that Boeing is breaking out of this. How many months is this? This is 9 months. Yeah, where the price is stuck between 125 and 200. This morning in pre-market, at the time this was being created, Boeing was trading at 220 something. Folks, if let's say this breakout is accurate, for me as of now, this is my idea for trading Boeing. And then I detail how, because Boeing has just been nuts, because Boeing can quickly, and again, we're going to view this on TradingView. I just wanted to show you the inside of our Discord room with, hey, we have trade ideas on here, and actually anybody inside of our Discord can see this trade idea. It's not a locked channel per se, as the subscription trade alerts. So with that said, let us go actually take a look at the chart of Boeing as we are approaching 9 a.m. Eastern. It's currently 8:56 in New York and Toronto, 5:56 Pacific time in Southern California, where I'm coming to you live for this pre-markets analysis for Wild Wednesday. Yeah, why do we call that Wild Wednesday? Because typically we have seen here, not that it happens every Wednesday, but typically Wednesdays is when we see the markets with a lot of volatility, which is great. I mean, because that's provide more opportunities for us to trade options. Because when the market is not moving like yesterday, the first hour yesterday was like crickets. Not much was going on. Yeah, so that's not a scenario that we like, because as time passes by, the theta decay in option actually takes money away from our position. So let's go ahead and dive into the chart of Boeing here for, let's say, short-term, long-term. So long-term is what I should, well, long-term, at least that's a suggestion on there was for a trade for December expiration. So let's look at it again here on this broader view. This is, maybe this will help us. Yep, better. Okay, so this is Boeing. Yeah, the pre-market is here, 224. But folks, look actually at this move, because it's always great. Well, it's always great. It's good to take back some perspective. Look, actually, that's this move started here, right? Maybe forget about here. It actually started last week. Yeah? Let's zoom in. Okay. We gapped after the first week of November. Boeing went close at 157. And then last Monday, we gapped to 179. Again, here are gaps again. I invite you, if you haven't done it, consider trading gaps as your strategy, as at least add it in your arsenal of because when a stock gaps, there are only two things that can happen. We've said that before. Here's the weekly. The upper Bollinger is at 187. So Boeing actually was trading outside of those upper Bollinger. And then what did they do this week? So the close at the stock closed at 187, and then another gap of 187. We open at 194, 7-point gap on Monday, and now here we are. That would have put you into this. My software, folks, the OBS studio just crashed, and then hopefully it's coming back. Why is my everything just dark? All right, so I don't know, folks, what you guys are seeing, but I lost the OBS. Now it's showing green again. All right, and I know that the image is blurry on your end. Okay, so are we back maybe? So what I was about to make the point that this does not mean that, hey, if you get involved in this trade, Boeing is supposed to go straight up. Yeah, stock rarely goes straight up. Look what happened here last week, right? So it gapped on Monday, it posted a higher high and then retreated before going again. So you need somehow to allow the trade to work out. The reason for this year, one, at least from a technical point of view, it's we could analyze this as, hey, the stock didn't have room on the upper Bollinger. Why? Look, the upper Bollinger was here at 182. The stock was trading at 193. 10 points outside the upper Bollinger. So from a technical point of view, it took it 2 days to reset to find room. Yeah. And now here it is again, even yesterday, because I guarantee you some folks knew of this news, right? So here the upper Bollinger is 196. The stock traded at 202. That shows you, we have talked about this. When a stock is attacking the upper Bollinger, get involved. Only two things can happen, and those two outcomes, they are they are always favorable. You can exploit them. You can take advantage of them. So this morning we are going to be starting way outside of the upper Bollinger. So what time is it? No, not that. It's 9. It's 9 Eastern. It's gangster time. So yeah, it's time to trade gangster on here. So for that, let's go inside of Power A Trade, take a look at the option chain of Boeing, and trying to figure out a trade. You already have a long-term trade on it, yeah? If you missed that, it's inside of our Discord, inside of Trade Ideas. So you find ourselves inside of Power E Trade. So first of all, let's look at the overall markets. What's going on here? VXX is doing whatever it's doing. SPY is flat. QQQ is flat. Literally, there's not much going. IWM is, I guess, is cooling down as the rhetoric. The Dow Jones, obviously, with Boeing gapping, and who else is in the Dow Jones? I don't, but definitely Boeing gapping will be very favorable to the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones is a leader here. This one, XOP, has been very bullish lately, right? All of the energy stocks, they have been bullish. The financial, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with the financial. It's just one day they're up, one day the next day they are down. There is no consistency, nonsense really for the financial. But I'm not giving up on the financial toward the end of the year here. Let's see what could transpire out of them, because some of them are really distressed. I can think of the like of Wells Fargo, or even Bank of America, Morgan Stanley. So yeah, so well, that's for the future. So for individual stock, for me here, I go to our broader watch list as usual, just to say hello to the stock having no volume. Oh, everybody has volume this morning, so maybe it's gonna be a true Wild Wednesday, right? Even STX, what's our friend LNG? LNG usually has zero volume. 553 shares. Yes, way to go. All right. The big volume is on Uncle Neo. Oh my goodness. Uncle Neo has earnings. Uncle Neo. The stock is called Neo, yeah? If you don't know the story behind Uncle Neo, that's okay. It's an inside joke here at Successful Trading. Oh my goodness. Boeing is flying. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, folks. Wild Wednesday, yeah? Boeing stock now is up 15 points, plus 7%. Yeah? Again, the news, the so-called news, if we go here, can we get the news? Yeah, you can actually get news here on this. This is the news. Okay, so this morning, Pfizer jump on vaccine news, Boeing flies on Max. Yeah, so you see the pun? Okay, so they are getting authorization from the FAA. I guess that's the Boeing 737 Max can fly again. I don't know to go where with the pandemic that's going on, but hey, that's that the stock is bullish this morning. And my friend, look at the level 2 depth on here. I don't think we have shared this. I mean, so far. So this this is, and do we have time of sale? Yeah, I think we can. Can we show that? Oh no, they're not putting this. This is live. So let's say if we do today, are they doing anything for us? If we say retrieve, will they do it? Will they update it? Oh yeah, we can see them here. So but this is during live. You can come here and see. That can give you an indication of what's some of the orders that are in. So yeah, in any case, Boeing is flying, folks. So Boeing is flying. That means we need to get involved with a gangster trade. If you don't know what a gangster trade is, again, I apologize. It's a strategy that we develop here to take advantage of gaps in either direction. So Boeing is a perfect application of that this morning. So for us to go to option chain, I click on here, and obviously, well, not obviously, which side would you like me to go first? Because the gangster trade call for a call and a put. So just as a show of hand, let me do a survey here. Which side do you want to go to? The put side? A stock is gapping up 7%. We're going to do both. But which direction do you want us to explore first? I want your opinion inside. Inside. Hello, Mr. Jesus. How's the sun today? How's the sun today, sir? So I would like people to type inside the chat What's your opinion, folks? I want to get the stock. Boeing is gapping 7%, flying into 8%. Which side is your bias? Mr. Andrew say puts. Who else? Thank you for your input, Mr. Andrew. How's about everybody? We have 14 concurrent viewers, folks. Yeah, the playback they're saying 34, but I don't understand. Well, I don't understand playback. It's people who are watching the broadcast, but they didn't start from the beginning. African mama say bull. You see, the opposite. We already have two traders, folks. Yeah, and the different opinion. That's what trading is all about. So she wants the African mama wants the bull side. So the stock is up 7%. Mr. Andrew wants the. We're gonna do both, but I just want it for us, as I say, to take a poll here. Yeah, I want sometime in the morning, in this morning show. I think. Engagement is good. Engagement is good. It's not just about me. Actually, for me, I wish that's what I think at some point I'm going to start back doing them inside of Discord. But the problem with doing them inside of Discord, some people don't have access to our Discord because for me, I like what we're exchanging, right? It's not just me talking or it's me speaking. I mean, the sound of my voice is not that attractive to me or anything. So we have too long. Trust me, folks, there's no right or wrong here. We're going to take a Gangsta Trade call for both trade. We're going to take trade in both directions because for us, we're going to exploit. And for Boeing, oh my goodness, it's going to be crazy when it opens, right? So we want to take advantage of the volatility in the first 10, 15 minutes to get a cheap entry on options. All right, folks. So we have one puts, three longs. Thank you, folks, for participating in the survey. I really appreciate it. So we will start with the calls, okay? And then I will give you, well, after we finish the trade, I will give you my opinion on how usually I handle this thing, yeah? So, but my opinion doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is for us to get ourselves in the right trade. So for that, you need to know what a Gangsta Trade is, and you need to know what's maybe the version of the Gangsta Trade that we are doing. Folks, we're sophisticated here, yeah? At least we try. We like to think of it that way. So we have this vanilla Gangsta. We have a chocolate Gangsta. So in the chocolate Gangsta arena, we are fixing the price for us to say we want an entry. So this stock is showing a lot of power. So yeah, so hence for me, I'm going to say this morning that let's go for 15 cents. So we need to speak 3, 4, 5, whatever option strike price that you want here, and you are going to put a limit order for 15 cents. That's against a chocolate Gangsta trade for you. Again, you can learn about it. Did we post the video for that yesterday? Or at least one video where it explained? So if I didn't do that, I may need to do that. But let's hear. So where did we leave yesterday? Obviously, the stock is trading at 225, folks. It's up 15 points. That's a lot. So yesterday we explained to you how we can predict the price. We were way off yesterday on BA, right? That thing was way off. Our approximation was very conservative. Those options they opened at $8. We were approximating them at $2.50 or something. They pay big. So this morning, these are going to pay big, folks. Other than the game, they are reducing the implied volatility. So the stock is gaining 15 points. Yeah? First of all, we have a technique. We have a technique called ATR. So the ATR for Boeing, I don't know. I'm not gonna. Okay, actually, let me just go quickly look at it, and that's way instead of me making stuff up, I don't want to make stuff up. Right? I'm accountable in this show. Come on now, Telex. The ATR for Boeing, we already know. Well, the move this morning is gonna impact that ATR a little bit, but not that much. So the ATR over the last 14 days, I'm looking it up on a secondary screen, is at $9.69. Okay, so you can get that on Finviz, yeah, or on your whatever tool that you have. You don't have Finviz is not the only place to get that. So $10 already in pre-market. We are giving $15. So if for us from a conservative, let's give this a thought. This is some thinking is required here at Successful Trading. This is not a subscription trade program where we just tell you, hey, go buy calls for expiring this and this. We want you to understand what's behind the reasoning of the trade. So $10, we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because trust me, Boeing can. So from an ATR perspective, and the market makers, they know this. This is how they price the option, right? So This stock has a potential of an extra at least $30 if, let's say, it add its ATR $10 times 3. So that would put us at a price of what? 225 plus 30, that's 255. So that's the first place we are to be looking at. That's the first place. But my friend, this is 6 cents for each dollar. This contract here is going to appreciate by 6 cents. As of now, we saw yesterday what happened with that approximation, right? So meaning that for us, for $15, that's going to be 60 cents already. So these are going to open at $1. There is very little chance that if we put our bid at 15 cents, we're going to get them. Yeah. So we need to go further. Wish that I just say there, if it has to resonate in your mind. So the 255, we're approximating that they most likely will open above $1. For us, our approach, and you can do whatever you want, right? So our approach is that to not spend more than 15 cents per contract. We don't need to be in the money to make money. That's really what we're exporting here. Meaning that if this very strong momentum on Boeing is to continue today, tomorrow, even if we pick whatever far out of the money strike, as long as the stock is progressing, that's going to appreciate. So the 255 are potentially at $1. Let's say, let's pick the next closest thing. So 255 plus $10. If we add one HCR on it, that would put 265. But I like to use round numbers. So let's try this one here. This one yesterday they were going for 16 cents, 23 cents. Okay, that's really our beginning of trying to get something here for 15 cents. Maybe this one 275. So what I will do then, I will say we're gonna try to have a realistic chance on here. And again, folks, look what's happening with this price, because this price as of now can, and that's what's make the gangster, because when the market open, that price can drop. I've seen it. We did a video on Boeing, was it last week, I believe, where Boeing was gapping up and the first candle was all red. Yeah, yes. For us, it works great, because imagine ourselves buying a cheap put contract, which is going to be the second part of this, cheap put contract, and then that thing goes crumbling down all the way. Your puts are going to appreciate immediately. So here, the strike that we can put on here with a realistic chance for 10, 15 cents in the chocolate version are the 275, 280, 285 calls. So 10 cents, 275, 280, 285 calls on Boeing. Okay, so that's the call side. So on the put side, because a gangster trade is it's a strangle. Yeah, that's how, when you have a put and a call and they are not at the same strike price, it's a strangle. That's called a strangle. If they are the same strike price, it's called a straddle. Okay, we can teach you all about that. So for us on here, the idea here is, let's take a look, because my friend, all of these, let's say, which ones? Yesterday we were trading at 210. Yeah, so 210 they were, because they were in the money, right? $2 and something. And please, right now, if you are looking at this, you are saying that how can we be making limits order on these? They're gonna drop. These are going to lose in value. These puts now, they're gonna drop. By how much? The idea here is you can multiply this by the number of points. So more than $1 or anything, but all of these will be dropping. In order for us to get a realistic chance of picking a strike on here, so same thing, we need to go 3 ATRs. We can go 3 ATRs, let's say from this price. So 210 minus 30, that's put it at 180, 190. So these, starting here, so let's say definitely these, they should be no problem. We don't want to overspend. So maybe this one here, we're going to say 5 cents. Yeah, because this thing, I don't care, maybe what if they play games on here? So we're going to say 5 cents, and we are going to be looking for the 180 puts, the 185, and 190. For 5, or if you want 10 cents, you can put both order in. You have all the way to 929 to do that. And the reason we are doing that in pre-market, because it's very difficult as the stock is moving to see the price of the option and enter it. And actually, when you put an order before the market open, trust me, because on the other end, somebody's taking that trade, and I've got fields or on position on this. That's why we call it gangster, because it's like kind of a gangster move. We are stealing this contract really early in the day, because the other people trading against us, market makers, they themselves, everybody's trying to take advantage of this movement on here. All right, this is in depth as it could have gone, folks, about providing an insight into a gangster strategy here. So for me, my take typically on this type of stock, when a stock is gapping like this, my bias is usually on the put side, because the stock's going to stack way overbought outside of the upper Bollinger, and especially a stock like Boeing. That's why the only thing is that every time you see something like that, you need to get involved in that trade. You need to find yourself in a stranglehold of any type. You have Wednesday, you have Tuesday, you have all the way to Friday. I guarantee you, if you can get into 10 cents, 15 cents, or even 5 cents contract on a stock like Boeing with 3 days left, with the initial momentum like this on a wild Wednesday, your probability of making money in that trade is very high. And by experience, you have seen that, those of you who have access to our Discord, you have seen that when a gangster trade works, it typically takes a couple of hours max in order for you to see your position appreciate in the so-called 10 baggers. We have seen that consistently here. That's not something that's it's left to prove. All right, folks, thank you. That's all we had to share for today. Let's say for the rest of the stock, we provided a video last night that's available on our YouTube, so you got your notification about what we were expecting out of this market today, right? We had trade that have been ongoing. For instance, I can think of FedEx, so that's something that's we're definitely keeping an eye this morning to see if those what were we trading? I mean, we can say that's not a secret, right? We have been trading on FedEx. We have been trading the 290 calls. So let's say if they can't get into the money, where's FedEx starting this morning? It's pretty flat, yeah, just like the rest of the market. But hey, we're wishing for a wild Wednesday. Hopefully you got something out of this. If this channel, if it's of interest to you, the content is something that you appreciate, we strongly invite you to subscribe. And as for us, we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking, including improving the volume. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.